it's Liz Sneddon. Let's have a look at finding probabilities from bar graphs and frequency histograms, and this is in our Walker book on page 15. So here is the example, and this is a graph, and the graph shows the number of siblings. So I can see there along my x-axis I have the number of siblings, and it goes from 0 up to 12. On my y-axis I have the frequency, so that's how many times it occurs. So we've collected data from 50 students. So for example, I can look at the 0 and say there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 students who have no siblings at all. So that's how I can read my graph. So the question says how many students have 3 siblings. So I'm going to look to find my 3 siblings, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when I read that off there, there are 6 students who have 3 siblings. Let's try part B. What's the probability that a student has more than 4 siblings? So more than doesn't include 4. So when I look at my number of siblings, it doesn't include 4, but more than means it's anything bigger than that. So that's anything there, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So those are all more than 4. So I can count all those up. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 students. So if I want that as a probability, I'm going to say the probability of more than 4 is equal to 5 students out of 50. Now I can write my answer as a fraction, remember, or I can turn it to a decimal or into a percentage. So if I simplified that fraction, that would be 1 over 10. If I turn that to a decimal, it would be 0.1, and if I turn that into a percentage, it would be 10%. So we would accept any of those answers, that'd all be correct. So what I want you to think about now is what are some of the words and what they mean. So we've found more than, and we know more than means bigger than. If we have less than, that means the numbers below. So on a number line, if I say less than 3, it would be all of the numbers below 3. If I said at least means, so if I'm going to give somebody at least $10, then I'm going to give them that much or more, so greater than or equal. So from my 10, I'm going to include the value of 10, and it could be any number bigger than 10. If I say at most means that's the most I will give you. So if I say I give you at most $10, that means that I could give you $10, or I could give you anything less than that, but that's the most I would give you. So those are some very common words to look for when we've got these kind of questions. So what I want you to do now is have a look at the exercises on page 15 to 18 and give them a go.